Welcome back to Pastry Maestra. I'm Teresa and today I'm making brioche. Once upon a time there was an evil queen, allegedly. And one day she was told that her subjects had no bread because they were so poor, and she sarcastically responded that in that case they should eat brioche. Let them eat brioche was the infamous phrase, allegedly. Why allegedly? Well, there isn't any scientific proof that Marie Antoinette, Queen of France, actually said that. But the mere fact that in 1793 she was beheaded by the revolutionaries indicates that she wasn't a very nice person. I don't know. Anyway, let's put Marie Antoinette aside and talk about brioche. There are lots of theories about the origin of brioche. It is mentioned in the year 1404 in France and later in many French cookbooks. However, the name brioche didn't refer to the same thing that it means today. At first, it was a sort of bread, containing some eggs and butter, and only much later, in the 17th century, it evolved in the delicacy that we all know and love today. From the 15th century onwards, the amount of butter in the mixture became the most important thing. It was a matter of prestige. Rich aristocracy was enjoying in brioche made of dough with a 3:2 flour to butter ratio, while cheaper 4:1 variety was made for less fortunate commoners. We will of course use 3:2 ratio, so let's go! As usual, the recipe is on my site, the link is down below. First thing I'm gonna do is mix water with yeast until it dissolves. To make my brioche dough, I've placed flour into a bowl of a stand mixer fitted with hook attachment, and now I will add sugar and salt. I'm gonna add yeast dissolved in water and eggs and mix on low speed for about 10 minutes until the dough becomes smooth. Now I'll gradually add softened butter and mix until it is incorporated. I'll wrap my dough in multiple layers of plastic foil and refrigerate it overnight. This step is very important. If you don't wrap the dough like this, the foil will break and the dough will spill out. I'll brush my brioche mold with melted butter. I took my dough out from the refrigerator and now I will dust my counter with some flour and shape the brioche while it is still cold. I will divide the dough into two pieces, one very large and one small. I'll use the large piece to make a big ball. From the small part, I'm gonna make a wedge with a rounded top. I will put the large piece of dough into the mold. I'll dip the handle of the wooden spoon in flour so it doesn't stick and make a hole in the middle of the dough. And now I'm gonna insert the wedge into the hole. The top of the wedge is going to be the head, or tête as they say in French, of the brioche. I'm gonna leave my brioche to ferment for about 60 to 90 minutes. My brioche has nicely risen, and now I'm gonna brush it with egg wash and bake at 180 degrees centigrade, which is 350 Fahrenheit, for about 50 minutes until golden brown. When tapped, the brioche should sound hollow. My brioche is done. I have to be patient and wait until it cools down a bit. That's important. Then I'm gonna cut it and decide which spread I'm gonna use. Maybe it will be butter and some jam, maybe a French liver pâté, or how about some chocolate spread? Or, I don't know, I will start with some butter and then simply play it by ear. Join me!
Oh baby, you are so sweet, so delicious. delicious and yummy, so good to eat. I wanna lick you, feel your sweetness on my lips. Forever and ever, you'll stay on my hips.
I'm Teresa. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you liked it. If you want to stay in touch, follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and of course, visit my site where you can find elaborate posts with lots of pictures, additional information and recipes that follow my every video. Also, on my site you can download my free 365 pages ebook, The Pastry Chef, and maybe buy me a macaron if you think that I've earned it. Now, before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That really helps a lot. Finally, and this is the most important thing, don't forget to create sweetness every day, because sweetness is happiness. See you in my next video. Bye!